So, Borderlands 3, you have ruined my entire life pretty much at this point. Ever since it came out, I've not gone to bed at a normal time. I pretty much go to bed at like 4, 5, 6 AM in the morning. Even with work the next day, the grind is real, guys. You know, if you're playing, you know exactly what I mean. The grind is real. But the game is fantastic. It is everything that I could have ever dreamed that Borderlands 3 would be. The story was fantastic. Of course, I've completed that. I've been grinding my levels all the way up to 50, sorting out my skills, going for legendaries, doing all the side quests, just doing everything that the game actually has to offer. And obviously now that I've hit 50 and I've started earning Guardian ranks and I've pretty much done everything the game has to offer, I've started loot farming for legendaries, shields, weapons, all sorts. And if you play Borderlands, you know exactly what I'm on about. And if you don't play Borderlands, then you should probably start playing Borderlands, and I don't know what you're doing with your life, go buy it from the shop now. But anyway, getting back on topic, I thought in today's video I'd show you the 3 what I think are the best and most proficient loot farms that I'm using in Borderlands 3 currently, that have yielded me millions on millions of cash and so much iridium and so many legendaries in literally sometimes a matter of minutes. So without further ado, let's get talking about them. But I just want to clarify, guys, before we start actually talking about the first loot farm that's on the list, that there are going to be spoilers for one of the boss fights in game. I know we're 5 days ahead of release and most people have pretty much finished this at this point, but there are still people out there who haven't played this boss fight and this game itself yet, or even managed to sink a couple hours in. So obviously, if you don't want to spoil one of the main boss fights in the game, then click away now, or I'll put a timestamp on screen telling you where to click to. But without further ado now, let's get straight into my first loot farming method. Okay, so for the first loot farm, and what I personally believe to be the best for not just legendaries but also XP as well, you're going to have to have got to the point in the story where you've unlocked the flooded basin and that you fight Graveward, the second vault-like monster in. And once you've unlocked this fight, you can travel here at any point when you've started a fresh game and fight Graveward again. But there is a certain grenade in the game currently, and that grenade is called the Porcelain Pipe Bomb. You get it from a side quest on Eden 6, and I'm not going to explain how to do that in this video. You can definitely look up a guide or a wiki or something to explain how to get that. And you probably will get that if you just play the game through and play the side quests as you come across them. But anyway, the Porcelain Pipe Bomb is capable of doing stupid amounts of damage, not just to Graveward, but to pretty much anything in the entire game. I mean, any other boss, any other character, anything, literally. This grenade is ridiculous. Even at, I think mine are level 36, and they're still stupidly overpowered, and I'm level 50, so you can only imagine what a level 50 version of this grenade is actually going to be like. Anyway, back to the actual loot farm. So drop down and fight Graveward. He'll instantly tip the arena straight to the right, and you just need to be running upwards towards, obviously, not your impending doom. And you're going to have to avoid the green orbs that he actually throws out that roll towards you. You can shoot them for ammo and grenades, which is very, very, very useful in this actual loot farming method. And once you've done that, you want to run to the very edge that you can, as close to Graveward as possible. And when you see him lurch back and then lurch forward towards you, you want to lob as many grenades as you possibly can towards his face. And if this is done correctly, Graveward will pretty much die instantly, as you've probably seen once or twice already in the video now while I'm talking about this. And once he's dead, he will drop an insane amount of iridium, cash, loot, everything. And you can do this every probably about a minute, 2 minutes. If you're scaling to Mayhem 3, it's going to take a while to kill him, but even on Mayhem 1, this can practically be done in 30, 40, 50 seconds. Easy. And you get so many legendaries, so much cash, so much iridium, and all you have to do to redo this farm is, as soon as you picked up everything you want, or just left everything to go in your lost loot or sanctuary, is just quit the game and reload, and you'll be back at the flooded basin. He will be right there at the bottom, waiting for you to come fight again, and you can do the whole fight again in, as said, probably about 30, 40, 50 seconds, and it is ridiculous. I used this to partially power rank from 40 to 50 to actually get to end game rank, so I can start playing the game and start getting actual legendaries and grinding, obviously. And it was very, very, very good, and it has allowed me to get so many ridiculously overpowered and fun legendary guns to use in my True Vault Hunter playthrough. This is probably the method you guys definitely knew about if you've been surfing all the Borderlands YouTubers or the Borderlands community recently. And these grenades aren't just good for this boss fight, they're good for any boss fight, but I had to stick it in here because you just do. This is literally the most broken loot farm in the game right now, as said to me personally and probably a lot of other people. And if you have the Porcelain Pipe Bomb, or if you don't have it, go grab it and give this a try, because I promise you this is a ridiculously easy and amazing farm once you have learned how to do it properly. Okay, so for my second loot farming method, you're going to be going to Athena's, and you want to fast travel obviously to the only fast travel on the map, and you want to make it to the midway point on the map where you're actually going over the bridge. But there's actually a new U station here which you can hit and then respawn from, so when you're doing this loot farm you can just back out and respawn again and everything would have reset, and you can be doing this every minute or two depending on if you're doing it solo or with a mate or etc. So you want to get to the midpoint on Athena's obviously where you hit the bridge and you should go over, but you actually want to turn around and you just want to run up the little area there that you can go into, and on the left just through this area there's going to be a little ledge you can climb if you haven't found it already, and in this area you're going to find the Chupacabra. You can actually be using this loot farm from the very first moment you come to Athena's in the story, whether you be level 15, 20, 10, whatever, you can be doing it straight off of the bat, and it's nice to get some lower tier legendaries when you don't have any towards the start of the game. But obviously I've finished the game, I'm at level 50, I'm on Mayhem 3, so this boss is spawned at level 50 and his loot is 500% increased, and the majority of the time I kill him, and it's very quick to kill him. I get a legendary or 2 or 3, and I've even had 5 or 6 legendaries from this fight, which is impeccable, you know, for the amount of time it takes to do this. You spawn in, you run about 20-30 seconds, and you spray the living hell out of him until he's dead, and he's not even that hard to kill, so especially if you've got, once again, the porcelain pipe bomb grenades. So once you've killed him, you just quit out just as you would, so the game resets, jump back into your save, and you respawn by the bridge as I said, and you can just run over and kill him again. This method isn't as good as the actual grave ward method, but there isn't very many like actual good methods in the game compared to grave ward right now. There are other bosses obviously, but nobody's really figured out like the surefire best boss to kill as of current, I guess, but grave ward is pretty much the top of everybody's list to farm currently. But this is just a nice little side one. If you're a low level you can do this, if you're a high level you can do this. It's very quick, it's very easy, and there's even another little loot run you can do here where you kill this boss and the main story boss over the bridge, and another side boss that spawns off on the other side of the map. So there is a little bit of proficiency here. It does take 5 or 10 minutes if you do it like that, but yeah, you can get a decent amount of legendaries and some good legendaries from this loot run as well. And for my final loot farming method that I'm currently using in Borderlands 3, you're going to want to have unlocked the Jacob's Estate area that you unlock throughout the main story once you hit about Eden 6, so probably about halfway through the game, and you want to run to the area that I'm currently showing you on the map. There's a new U station here, just as before with the actual Chupacabra, and you will just respawn here as long as you back out and you jump back into your game. So you want to run forward, and there's going to be a loot tank straight in front of you. There always is this loot tank. He never moves, he never changes, he always spawns here, and he always drops some really good goddamn loot. Kill him as fast as possible. As you can see, I was struggling a bit because there were so many goddamn enemies surrounding me. I was playing on Mayhem 3 just so he'd drop even more loot, because as you all know, if you're playing Borderlands 3 and you finished it, Mayhem 3 put your loot percentage up by 500%, and that is just ridiculous. So I'm on Mayhem 3 at all times, but you want to just drop him as fast as possible, and once you open his backpack, he is going to litter you with gold, usually anyway. Gold, cash, class mods, weapons, shields, purples, all of it. He is going to have so much goddamn loot, probably just as much as the actual Chupacabra himself, if not more, you know. And this method is just as easy. You just have to hit that actual new U station on the way, and once you hit that new U station and you just move forward, that loot tank will spawn, and once you've killed him and picked up everything, or once again sent it back to your actual loot lost area on Sanctuary itself, then you can just back out, rejoin the game. The loot tank will spawn once again 5 seconds in front of you. You'll spawn at the new U station. You can just run forward, blast him a ton again, kill him, open his backpack, because he's going to drop a load of loot out of that as well as the loot he's going to drop while you're shooting him, and you kill him and you don't open his backpack. But yeah, it's just another very quick, very easy, spawn in, run forward, kill the loot tank, grab all the loot, back out, respawn in, kill him again, and do that as much as you want. You can literally do this every single minute. That all depends on kind of your weapons and what difficulty you're playing on, but he's always going to drop really good loot, and it's only going to get better as you climb up Mayhem 1, 2 and 3. And as you can see, I got plenty of golds plenty of times, as well as that one time I didn't get much. But yeah, this is just another really efficient method of getting gold legendaries and other bits as well. And there you have it, guys. Those are my top 3 loot farming locations that I am currently using in my Borderlands 3 playthrough. I think Grave Ward is definitely the best test. It takes a bit of time to actually get used to and be able to do it, but once you're used to that, it is incredible. The amount of legendaries you can make is insane. Money, iridium, all of that. If you guys just want a quick spawn in, spawn out, get some loot, then, you know, redo the whole thing over again very, very quickly, then the loot tink and also the chupacabra are very, very good methods within themselves. So if you guys have enjoyed today's video, then make sure you hit the like button below, and if this has helped you loot farm in Borderlands 3, or you know any better loot farming locations within Borderlands 3 that I didn't touch on in this video, then let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys are new to the channel, then make sure you hit the subscription button down below and turn your post notifications on so that you never ever miss a video from me on the channel. And if you guys are proper digging Borderlands 3, or just really enjoying the game, or want to see more content on the game, like legendary reviews or unique legendaries or more loot farming locations or cool boss fights or just stuff like that, Easter eggs, all sorts, then let me know in the comments, because I really, really love Borderlands 3. It's all I'm playing currently, and I'd love to post loads of videos on it. If you guys want to keep up to date with me on my social medias, or you want to see me live stream as and when I do live streams, then go over to Twitch, Instagram or Twitter and follow me at Zephr Playing on each and every single one of those. And if you guys want any cool controller skins or thumbstick grips or any apparel, then go over to fadegrips.store and use my code Zephr20 when you're checking out, and you'll get 20% off of your order. So my name's been Scott or Zephr. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video and you've had a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.